We are here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. I am VA Verse. Across from me, as usual, is my beautiful, elegant, a lot of colors, vibrant, as usual, wife, Z.
Hey, guys. You are listening to For Better or Worse.
And welcome. Thank you guys for coming through. We in the building. What's up, guys? Everybody tired.
And also, we have BruhItzMeh.
Hi, you guys.
BruhItzMeh said she needed an introduction as well.
Yeah.
She was going to get the introduction later. Like, this is our podcast. We got to introduce ourselves first and say hi to everybody. And then let them know about the guests.
And so she was just like, do I come in now or no?
I was just waiting.
Just waiting for your turn.
Better or worse.
Okay, now that we introduce BruhItzMeh. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Goody good.
Good.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's.
Happy
This
Mother's.
is we are recording on a Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all of the lovely mothers out there and the single fathers. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking. Just jokes. This is a special edition episode. Probably a bonus, somewhat of that, like a For Better or Worse / Aaliyah's Corner or something like that.
Yay.
But we wanted to come in and we wanted to talk about the fucking greatest movie of all time.
I wouldn't say all that, but it was a pretty dope movie.
It was the greatest movie of all time. It was so sad.
Oh,
We're talking about Avengers Endgame. Now, everyone listening to everyone in the sound of my voice, spoilers are coming. Like,
Spoilers.
I mean, I don't even know if we want to call it
Spoiler
spoilers.
alert.
We're going to tell you exactly what happened. Like
it's not gonna be like, oh, this guy.
Might have, no. Yeah, we're gonna tell you
No,
everything.
we're gonna tell you straight up.
So spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen it,
If you haven't seen it and
move on.
you care about that, cut it off now.
This is
We'll
not
see you.
the
Come back.
episode.
Bye,
for you.
Yeah,
guys.
then come back after you see the movie and see what we're talking about. Now, let's dive into it. So, the movie starts off at the beginning, and it's starting with Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is chilling with his fam. He's chilling with his fam, and he's teaching his daughter how to shoot the arrows, which I think is foreshadowing that she's going to be part of the Young Avengers. I think that's what it's called. But you know, he's practicing with her, and then the mom is cooking. She's cooking on the grill, which that should be his job, but she's cooking on the grill and blah blah blah.
Is she cooking on the grill or is she just getting the table set? I don't remember seeing no grill.
I just thought it was a grill because they was outside and.
Why should that be his job? Plenty of women be grilling.
Okay, well, I wasn't turning this into a
Ariel
sexist
said no,
thing.
but you was just like, well, you did because you was like, that should be his job. Nah, women can grill. Ain't it right, my ladies?
Women can grill.
Women can grill. Thank you.
Oh, what do you call it?
That's not his job or her
If you look
job.
closely, Hawkeye has a little house thing on his ankle.
Yeah, he has an ankle bracelet, ankle monitor. He's on house arrest,
on
just
house
like
arrest.
Just like Ant-Man was.
Yeah, so he
For
still
the
has
things that happened in Civil War.
house arrest.
I guess
guys.
spoiler alert about Civil War.
I mean,
Hadn't seen
if
that
you,
either.
you need to have seen that.
Case.
So he's playing. He's teaching his daughter how to shoot arrows, and the kids, his other sons, are playing. His wife's getting the table ready.
How about ketchup?
His wife says something to him. He looks over at his wife. He looks back at his daughter, and he sees nothing. We see dust.
Dust.
He doesn't obviously know about what's going on with that, so he sees nothing. He turns around. He didn't even. That was the bad part about it. He didn't even see his family like go away in dust. Like he looked one way, saw his wife and his two sons. He looked back. His daughter was already gone. He looked back at his wife and two sons, and they was already gone. So like he didn't even get to see them. Like, you know, other people, they saw people like
Them fade away into the dust.
So like,
ashes.
so
Okay,
it
say
started
something
off real
before
grim.
this.
It started off real grim with that, and then it dove into the movie.
Dope.
Which picks up from the last movie when all the superheroes turned into dust.
Everybody was
like
dusted.
at the end of Infinity War, when Ant-Man was in the little quantum realm.
Quantum.
Quantum.
Quantum realm, and the people that was trying to get him out faded. but he didn't see that either, so he was technically stuck. Which I was upset because a mouse got him out.
We're not there yet, Bill.
I just wanted to talk about the beginning because we were just starting, so I wanted to talk because I thought that was dope. I just wanted to point out good like parts that we really think were important to the movie or that we really liked. So you want to share next?
We need to go off of what BruhItzMeh said about the mouse or the rat because it was big.
So
the rat getting him out.
How do you feel about the mouse being what got him out of the quantum realm?
I mean, if the truck was towed, I mean, what else was going to get him out? The people that was supposed to be manning the controls, they was dusty or ashed up. So who else was supposed to get them out? No one knows quantum physics for real. No one knows that he's there. So I really don't have a problem with the rat accidentally getting him out. I mean, if it wasn't a rat, it could have been a cat. It could have been anything just crawling over the top. It really wouldn't be a person because they wouldn't know that he's there, and then if it was, it would have been anyone accidentally getting him out. So it would have been if someone was stealing the truck, for instance, they would have been touching buttons, accidentally getting them out. So if it wasn't a rat, it would have been anything else. It would have been an accident, though.
Right.
So I don't mind that the rat accidentally got him out.
Yeah, because some people were like really upset at the rat thing, like because basically everything worked out because a fucking rat or a freaking rat just came in and got him out the quantum realm.
But like I said, it would have been an accident with anybody there. They would have been mad if it was someone stealing the car and they accidentally got him out. Oh, well, a thief got him out. Like people going to be mad regardless. Fuck that. Whatever. I'm fine with the rat getting him out. Either way, he got out. I don't care how he got out. He needed to get out.
Do you think the people would be happy if like one of the Avengers accidentally got him out?
Yeah, probably. That probably would have been the best scenario.
I think one of the reasons the reasons people were upset about the rat getting them out because people could see that there was a big question that needed to be answered. Because we saw with the preview that Ant-Man was out of the quantum realm, but we didn't know how he got out of there since the people around him that was supposed to get him out had faded. We saw that part. So I think there was a big question of how is he going to get out the quantum realm? How? Because the only people that know he's in there is gone.
Right.
How? And I think it was just something that they did and thought was dope. Like, oh, we're going to put him in the quantum realm and then everybody's going to fade. I don't think they like fully considered like what questions they would have to answer with him being in the quantum realm. Like, oh, how's he going to get out? I think they could have came up with a more elaborate way, but maybe
sometimes
maybe that was just one of those ways. Yeah, maybe that was just one of those things where it's like
it just happened.
Yeah. And out of like we said, Dr. Strange did look at XXX amount of reasons, how many reasons, and only one of those ways was out. Maybe that was just one of those. The only way we could get out is if fucking rat. That's the only way we could beat this is if a rat lets him out of the quantum realm and then all of this stuff happen.
Ideas. A rat gets him out. Genius.
Give that man a raise. Give that man a raise for that idea. What part stuck out to you before we get to the battle?
Well, I did. Go ahead, Leah. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
No, because I don't really have anything.
When it was showing, remember how they were going over the people who faded and everything, and how some people on that little thing we hadn't seen, like Shuri, we didn't see her fade, and Ant-Man, it was he didn't fade because he was in the quantum realm and the times are different and everything, but like we're wondering, did really Shuri fade? Because we didn't see her fade, so
I think we're assuming that she did.
But when they was coming out the little thing for the battle, she was there. She came out with the Doctor Strange and them, so she had to have.
Well, no, because Okoye was with them.
Wasn't it Okoye, Black Panther and Shuri?
Yeah. But Okoye didn't fade. Remember, she was still alive.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I wonder too. Like, how did she get with them?
Yeah.
If she didn't fade. Maybe he transported her to where they were and trained out. I guess it's not an important question.
I mean, for the black folk it is, because it's just like, okay, if you were still alive, then how did you get to where Black Panther was? to be in a little circle thing when it was time to whoop some ass.
Well, maybe that's what I said. Maybe I think the easiest explanation for that would be that Doctor Strange brought her as well. Like
Shuri
transported, gave her a little circle to come in with them. Shuri was definitely in a fight. What are you talking about?
She was in the battle when they were fighting Thanos for like until he got the stone from.
Talking about in Infinity War?
Yeah, that we were talking.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, I'm lost.
Okay,
we're
so
talking about
one crazy thing was I thought that was super strange. Anyway, when it was happening, how soon they went after Thanos.
Oh,
like how soon they went after Thanos. I was like, this is mad early.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't they though? I mean, all the people have faith. I mean, I knew from then that it has to be something because this ain't over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, but I mean, heck yeah, that's where we supposed to start off the movie. It's just like, okay, you faded everybody else. We don't know where you are. Oh, I know where he is. Okay, well, let's go get this motherfucker then. Like
we go get him.
Yeah, we go get him, and he gonna snap again, and then we'll kill you, and then our people's gonna be back. Like I would definitely see why it would go from, oh, Iron Man's alive to, oh, okay, well, we don't know where he is. I know where he is. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna pull up.
Mm-hmm. They pull up, and he doesn't have the stones. Suddenly, he cuts,
all burnt up in the face,
and then he's all saying good stuff about Nebula.
And now he wants to be all serene and all, yeah, maybe I judged you too harshly.
And then suddenly Thor aimed for the head, and like I thought that's the end of Thanos. It's just
they cut Thanos' head off.
I aimed for the head.
It was something.
Me too. I was like, that can't be the end of Thanos because like.
He had a better death when his head got cut off than when he faded away.
He sat down looking at everybody fade. My time is up.
No.
Gone.
He had a better death when he got the head chopped off by Thor.
Thor did chop his head off. One of the... What do you guys feel like was the most shocking thing of the movie? Like the thing that caught you the most off guard?
Off guard?
Mm-hmm. I gotta say Fat Thor.
Oh... Yeah,
First of all, he was not fat. He was just a little overweight.
This is the name.
Chubby.
Listen, I'm going to need you to choose a range from the microphone because you're like, oh, yeah, and it's perfect. And then you're like,
I don't think that he is fat. I just think he's a little overweight. But ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, that's what the name he was given, the nickname he was given. That's what everybody's just calling him Fat Thor.
Wow.
That's fucked up. I gained a little bit of weight now. I'm Fat Z. It ain't nothing wrong with it, but don't nobody want to. Do you go around calling people Skinny Tony? Look at that Skinny Tony over there.
If he didn't used to be skinny, and now all of a sudden he's skinny, look at Skinny Tony. That's not regular Tony. That's Skinny Tony.
But like when we saw Thor all chubby and everything, he's probably gonna like get the axe back. It's his like courage back, and suddenly he's back to his regular self. No, he stayed with the beard, with the long hair, and with the chubbiness, and he was just like, he even ended the movie with that.
Then you can't just lose the weight.
Well, no, I mean, he's a superhero, so I thought the same thing. I thought that at some point in the movie, like, he would just like, like, you know, when he do the shit and all of a sudden his suit is on, like his clothes change.
You think he can just do that with his fats?
I mean, I don't know. I just thought that he just like...
Maybe.
His main focus was not to lose weight. His main focus was to whoop some motherfucking ass, which is what he did.
No, I'm just saying...
So I like Chubbs.
Yeah.
Thor.
I'm saying so y'all saying that didn't catch y'all off guard.
It
did. I mean, but considering the fact that he was depressed and all he did was drink.
He was like the most depressed one out of everybody.
Yeah. He lost his whole...
He cussed out of somebody on Fortnite.
Yeah. But he was the most depressed out of everybody. He definitely touched his sensitive side. But then again, I believe Thor lost more than anybody. He lost his whole entire planet. He lost
lost them for real.
And his family, his dad died, his mom got killed, his best friend died, Loki's dead.
Loki started to be really nice. He started
Loki was not being good.
He started to.
If Loki was good, he wouldn't have had the Tesseract.
All I'm saying is he lost his entire being, you know, and then all his friends disappeared and all that shit. So
hey.
That's the thing. He
hey.
No.
Poor. Puddle said he want to get on the
Zowski.
podcast. But I think that's the bad part too. Is Thor lost his he lost his family and his all of his people like regularly, like before the shit. You know what I mean?
Man, this nigga got Tourette's.
Yeah, nobody know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he did. So, I mean, he did. But then his woman, I mean, he just lost a whole bunch. And then he felt like he failed. So, it's like, I ain't got nothing. And I failed everybody else. He about to go in the room.
To be honest, in like Infinity War, when he didn't aim for the head, I wouldn't have aimed for the head too. I got a speech to tell him. I told you I was
That's
back.
the problem. That's the problem.
But like when he aimed for like the chest and
a
everything,
villain moment.
before Thanos says you should have aimed for the head, I would have been like, took it out of his chest and
you wouldn't have had time to do that.
I don't have time. Yes,
You would have still lost.
You
would have still lost.
What's wrong?
But he had a villain. Thor had a villain moment in Infinity War when he didn't aim for the head. He definitely had a villain moment because he needed to say something.
I said be quiet.
Like Thanos doesn't have
Why
to
is
say
he barking
something.
anyway?
Like
I don't know.
He's
Been barking for the longest time. Like when y'all was gone to get my ice cream, he was just barking. Just barking up a storm. I don't know. Who know damn over him? Look,
You said he got Tourette's.
He got Tourette's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What other things were big parts of the movie?
When Black Panther.
When they finally did the little snap. First of all, when Bruce became Hulk,
Professor Hulk,
and they was all
Bruce.
together, and he was just so nice and big and green. And then when he did the little snappity snaps, and they was happy for 30 seconds and got blowed up.
He was like Ant-Man. He was all, oh, the birds are out. He's all like, it worked.
So that was one of the more frustrating things about the movie for me was Thanos finding out about their plan to. So, like I said, if you've seen the movie, then you know exactly what we're talking about. If you haven't seen it, and
are you still listening?
Well, no, some people might not. Some people might not care. Some people might not care about getting spoilers. Some people, you could tell them the whole movie and they'll still go enjoy it when they go see it.
I'm one of those people. You can tell me, and then I just be like, "Does such and such die?" Because if such and such die, I don't want to see it. Right. I'm like, "Oh no, they don't die." Okay, then I'll go see it.
No, yeah, your mom will take spoilers. Like I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. Mm-hmm. Great. I thought the movie was great. I knew Captain America. I knew neither one of the captains. I knew that Iron Man was gonna die. I knew Black Widow was gonna die, and I knew that Hawk was gonna be Professor Hawk.
Me, once somebody
I still enjoyed the movie.
Once somebody,
I still couldn't stand the Iron Man dying. I still couldn't take it.
Bro, this dude had like 2 tears. I'm over here crying a whole river.
We'll get to the crying part. But what was I saying? I was saying a specific part.
You're saying when they had the happiness.
Well,
I was saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying that they was something you was gonna elaborate on it.
Yeah.
When they finally get the stones, and they went, jumped through time, and everybody got the stones.
Oh, how Thanos knew about the plan.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Yeah, and then they came back, and then what's her name, Nebula?
Nebula, yeah. So basically, they went back in time, and to get the Power Stone, I think the purple one, that's the Power Stone, I believe.
Power Stone from
to get the Power Stone, they had to go somewhere where the past Thanos and Gamora and Nebula were also. So for some reason, because Nebula was near the in the same area as or not in the same area, just in the same universe as the past Nebula, their memories started intertwining with each other, and then they could see, because everybody knows, if you know, Nebula's like half robot, so her memory is like a memory, is not like a brain, I guess. But so Thanos in the past was able to see the memory files, and that shit was so frustrating. I was like, he knew the entire fucking plan.
Yeah.
There was
go.
There was this one, because when because like, of course they got the Power Stone now. They have the Power Stone now, and they're all had to go back in time.
What?
It's War Machine, right?
Yes.
Oh, so then War Machine over here went back in time. Okay, he's gone. She has this little memory thing. Suddenly, when she knows that Thanos knows about the plan, she over here runs to a telephone and says he knows. Can't you teleport? Can't you the time thing?
No, because back? The girl didn't the other Nebula take the watch from her?
No, before
while she was trying to contact him and let him know they beamed her up, remember?
No, because she had to run to so she was in the little...
But there was no way for her to tell them. That was the thing. She would have used whatever power she had, but there was no way for her to tell them that they knew the plan.
But couldn't she, like, go to, like, the watch
I get what Leah's saying. Because remember they were both teleporting back to their point in time where they were supposed to be at. Mm-hmm. And remember, they were supposed to hit it at the same time, and he hit his, but, like, her thing triggered, and she ended up, that's when she ended up finding out that he knew the plan. She was saying, why at that point in time didn't she just go?
Oh, yeah. Because, like, she had to run all the way to go get the little cog thing. And when she said Thanos knows, suddenly spaceship on there, light glows. Okay, you're beamed up now. So, yeah, she got captured and everything.
Yeah, so she got captured.
Call back in time and everything.
So Nebula from the present got captured. And then Nebula from the past was sent in her place back to the present so that she could, pretend to be the good Nebula and, get them to come, because Thanos at that point in time had none of the stones. Mm-hmm. He had none of the stones. So here he is seeing, oh snap, they got all the stones. They gathering all the stones up for me. Mm-hmm. All right, I could just knock all this out in one swoop. I just go into in the future and get the stones from future. You know what I'm saying?
Nebula would use her little time thing. Oh shoot, she's gone.
So Nebula definitely has some daddy issues. She wanted to please him with everything in her little robotic body. But it was real dope how, Iron Man got to talk to his dad.
Yeah, that was dope.
And how Thor got to talk to his mom, and how his mom knew that, that he was going through something. So, and I think those are good chapters because Thor ain't have nobody. So he needed that connection with his mom.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got Iron Man who lost his parents early to, them being killed and then not told about the killer. Anyway, so it was good.
Wink.
That they had those moments for them to kind of clarify some stuff.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then, but then fast forward, like we said, they, after they got all the stones, they put them in the little glove thing. Mm-hmm. And then, and then, what's his name? Hawk snaps. Yeah. And then it brings everybody bored. They, assume that everybody's back because they see some birds. And then they were only happy for 30 seconds. Oh, the
Nebula.
Dude. No, the dude that shoots the arrows. His wife was calling.
Yeah, his wife started calling as soon as Hawk did the snap.
And y'all don't have to know. I don't really know all the characters' names, so we're going.
Yeah. Now while they're putting on the gauntlet and Hawk's getting ready to do the snap, the past Nebula, who like I said came to the future in place of the future Nebula, had pulled the entire fucking Thanos mothership through the fucking portal. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they did the snap, man, motherfucker went outcast on their ass. Bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah, they was happy for a second, and then it was just like, yay, birds, and then do.
There was so many fucking bombs they was shooting at.
There was.
The Avengers facility was done like that.
They were like in a snap.
In the snap. Like
they were all worried about Hulk and everything. Hulk's on the ground. Ant-Man's by the window, and Hawkeye is looking at the phone. Hawkeye's still looking at the phone. Ant-Man's like, oh, it worked.
He didn't even have a chance to talk
Hulk
to the woman.
Hulk looks up, sees a mothership. Suddenly there's bombs. Everybody messed up. Hulk's over here trying to hold.
Yeah, everybody got tore up just by the missiles.
Hulk's trying to hold like a ceiling.
So then,
everybody else
so then enters Thanos. Now, another one of the most frustrating things about the movie, and I think we agreed on this, was that during the fight there was a big fight scene, probably for 45 minutes to an hour towards the end of the movie. Thanos was holding his own against everybody. And we couldn't help but realize, damn, in Infinity War, he was only fighting a handful of
the Avengers.
Of the Avengers. He was only fighting a handful of the superheroes.
He was getting his ass kicked a little bit while he had them stones.
It was a good fight.
Yeah.
But this one was a good fight, and it wasn't even as much. Like, I felt like Thanos was winning most of the time.
Thanos was whooping everybody's ass. Yeah. And I didn't that was one thing that did frustrate me, because I did feel like when he did have the stones, they was holding their own. But then when he didn't have them, he was kicking everybody ass. Not even like half of them. He was whooping their ass, and I was annoyed by that. I really was.
So what you were saying was a theory that people had, was that Thanos was younger and they were older. So which is younger? The age difference is way bigger than it seems, because you got to realize they're 5 years after the snap, and Thanos that they're fighting was like 5 years before the snap. So he's like 10 years. It might have been longer. 10, yeah. It might have been longer.
It was probably. I would say that it was probably longer.
It might have been. Because I think they went back to 2000. No, they went back to 2014 to that's where that Thanos was from, 2014. So it's about 10 years.
But yeah, so they went about 10 years. So you got 10 years younger than you. So if you 30, then you fight someone that's 20. Mm-hmm. And even when Captain America was fighting the other Captain America, the one in the
helmet
past, the one in the past, he was kicking his ass too. He's like, fuck, like I can do this all day.
He's like,
I know, I know you can do it all day. Like,
because he sure was. He was like, I can do this all day. He was all giving, I know, you can do this all day.
Like, we know, I'm gonna fight you. I'm ut. So yeah, I completely agree with that. I did not like, but then once we came up with the theories, it's like, okay, that makes sense
a little bit.
It makes sense why he would have been a little bit more powerful. Yeah, but you couldn't have told me nothing.
I had like a sticky brow in my pants.
Did you get it out?
No, I don't know how it got in there. But
that's weird.
Go ahead. I was also mad. I was also mad about the Thor. Thanos was beating them up and everything, because remember how Thor was like more powerful when he had the stones and everything. Suddenly he has the hammer and the axe. Suddenly he gets passed out. Like, why?
He gets passed out
because when Thor was beating because Iron Man is passed out right now because he knocked about, and Friday's trying to tell him to wake up. Suddenly it's Thor's turn. He has the hammer and the axe. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, fast forward, Thanos suddenly has the axe and is about to
Thor's axe.
Push it in his
Thor's chest.
Yeah,
so
I'm
Thanos has the axe and about to push it into Thor's chest.
Yeah, I'm like, how did that happen? And then in Infinity War, you over here got it in his chest.
Well, one of the theories they said about the whole him axing Thanos in Infinity War was that it was off guard. That for one, Thanos had just put the stone in his thing, and he had all of the power, so he was like, yeah, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, like he tried to block it, So once he saw it, also remember Thanos knew nothing about the Stormbreaker. He didn't know Stormbreaker existed at all.
Who's Stormbreaker?
The axe, Stormbreaker.
I didn't know
the axe has a name.
Yes, just like the hammer does, Mjolnir.
What?
Nobody motherfucking know that these.
You don't know the hammer's name is Mjolnir?
No, it's the hammer. It's Thor's hammer.
I call it Thor's hammer and Thor's axe. Not
I don't even know the characters' names right now.
I know all the characters' names, but I just don't know objects' names.
So Thanos knew nothing about the axe.
What's the axe name again?
Stormbreaker. You don't remember in the movie where they was
sports too. Yeah, every time we watch football, did you know that Clyde Davis? Who the fuck is Clyde Davis? I don't know. You be really okay. So Stormbreaker and
Mjolnir.
I have never ever heard that shit before.
I never heard Mjolnir either.
I can guarantee you, we watch Thor movies and he'll say it like 10 times.
Yeah, but I probably thought he was talking about somebody else. I thought he was probably talking about a person
or some kind of animal or something. Huh, I didn't know it was the hammer.
That shit crazy. Okay, anyway, Stormbreaker. Mjolnir.
So Thanos knew nothing about the axe. Like the axe completely off guard. He's like, that's a whole new weapon he didn't even know existed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that the whole Thor being able to put the axe in his chest in that moment was catching him off guard.
Right.
So I think that's one of the reasons why. And I mean, I guess in a sense you could kind of say that he was caught off guard on Titan when everybody jumped him. Guess you could say that. I mean, he came to the future ready to fight.
Who's Titan?
Titan the planet when they in Infinity War when they jumped him on Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And they almost got the glove off.
Oh
yeah.
The glove.
Don't get her started on
the
that
glove.
shit.
I wonder who ruined that.
So I think yeah, but we all knew it was well known that Thanos is like this ultimate fighter.
Yeah,
so you know
him with his boomerang swords.
For real. But you couldn't have told me nothing in the movie when what's his name? Little shiny specks. What's his name?
Shiny specks.
With the one with the little
Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Told me that he did when he be having a little shiny shit and
I was so lost when you said shiny specks. I was like,
would it be having
he said
the little
she said
you know, the little sparks and shit that be flying.
The mystical
fuck
magic.
y'all because I don't
mystical
really know.
arts.
But anyways, yeah, when he was doing the little shiny shit, and then who was the first person you saw?
Black Panther. You saw Shuri all looking around like, let's go.
You couldn't have told me shit in the movies. Now I'm trying to have me a little black people moment.
Oh my gosh,
with BruhItzMeh and shit.
Here we go. It was tears of
and
joy.
I'm
Mom looking over, I'm crying. Dad's
I'm all
in the
doing my
movie.
dance and the shit, and I look over trying to do my dance with BruhItzMeh, and she
because
crying.
Usually I'm with her all the
myself.
way. Usually I'm standing up with her and everything.
Usually
but
we
this
act
time
a
I was
fool.
crying. It was tears of joy.
Let me
have my moment.
Well, we act a fool together. That's the thing. You left me to act a fool by myself, and then the little dude that was sitting next to me looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm all celebrating the black people coming out of the little
when it's me and Dad's moment, you're over here like, geez.
I didn't do all that when y'all was crying. I looked over. I figured it was a very sad moment, so I figured that y'all was gonna be sad. I wasn't like, oh, y'all embarrassing, but you know, I mean,
like remember the Stanley thing popped up, and Dad was like, "We love you, Stanley."
That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
Let me ask you an important question, right? So, you are a soldier, right, in the Wakandan army, right? You fight this big ass battle against these aliens, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all start winning the battle, right? Mm-hmm. Shit got thick for a minute, but y'all start winning. Then all of a sudden, niggas start fading, and then you fade.
What?
Right?
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Then you come back. Mm-hmm. As soon as you back, like, yo, we back.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we're gonna go fight the war again.
Wait, what?
What?
We just got back.
I just got dusted. I just got undusted.
Can't take kiss to land first. I am happy to.
But but then again, you're a warrior, right? So you were supposed to be always ready for the damn with the breakdown all your life.
You just brought me back to life, though.
In the Infinity War, when they were fading and everything, there was this. I saw this dude that was limping and then faded. I'm like, bro, I'm still hurt. Okay.
I mean, maybe, but just like what Spider-Man said, he was just like, oh yeah, I fell asleep. And then I woke up and Doctor Strange was like, hey, they need us. And that's what you do.
And they did all the sparkly things.
Oh, they want to see these hands for real again? Okay, let's go break them off with some of these hands. Just bust their motherfucking ass.
You might be a little eager though to be like, yeah, they did. All right, bet, let's do it. Cause I got some dusting to do. I'm gonna dust the shit out somebody's ass with this goddamn fist.
Right, exactly. Because I'm telling you, I did not know. First of all, the Avengers, they was getting their asses whooped. Then all of a sudden, all of the little monsters from all of the little movies
teams
was coming in there. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Me too. I'm like, bro, there's like 6. It was just Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk. Not Hulk. Iron Man, Captain Thor, America. And Captain America. It was just dumb because the other Avengers are still stuck in the little thing. Because then when the army came out, there comes Ant-Man with the other team.
That's one thing that I love about Captain America, because when in that moment when the soldiers, the alien soldiers came, like he was just like, and nobody else was around. Like Iron Man and Thor was both down. He looked up, was like, all right, no hesitation. Like, all right,
with
let me get up,
no
shield. Let me
shield.
strap my little 3/4 of a shield on. But
yeah,
there was no
Captain
shield.
America is so
there was no
noble.
shield. There was just a strap.
one of the greatest, one of the most. Going back to when you was talking about Thanos about to put the axe into Thor's chest or whatever, like, and then that moment where the hammer rose up and hit Thanos. Did everybody else think that the hammer was just acting on its own?
I was like,
I was thinking that for a second. I was like, oh, the hammer is just, I was like, maybe Thanos is super, or Thor is so worthy that the hammer just
was like, don't mess with my
come
buddy
save
there.
him. You know what I mean?
I'm always confused. So I was like, what the hell? I was like, how did he get hit by the hammer? I was like, ain't he dying right now? So I didn't think the hammer was acting on its own. I didn't really think anything. Cause I'm just like,
you was just wondering what's going on.
Yeah, like how the hell he got hit in the back of the head.
But then rewind.
Z's main man, Captain America, could hold the hammer.
If you guys are wondering why Mom keeps smacking her teeth whenever somebody says Captain America, it's because rewind back to Civil War. Rewind back to Civil War when you know how Bucky was all brainwashed,
quote and unquote,
brainwashed, and so then he killed Stark's parents, right? Mm-hmm. Captain America doesn't tell Stark. Suddenly when Iron Man finds out, suddenly he's like, Iron Man's all like, did you know about this?
Exactly. Hold on. Yeah. And then he turned to his boy. Now they didn't really get along or whatever, but you are an Avenger. You with me. You supposed good friends. Well, they didn't get along at first. Yeah. And then they ended up being cool. And you an Avenger. Like, you not only my cool friend, but you're an Avenger. We fight crime together. Like, we fight these alien-ass motherfuckers. So we are together. And then if I turn to you and be like, did you know? Yeah. Bitch, you knew that this person, even if he was brain damaged, whatever. Yes, even if he was brainwashed. I said brain damaged. Even if he was brainwashed, then you come to me and you tell me this is your boy. This is your boy. You supposed to tell me what happened. But no. And then on top of that shit, you already knew what was going to go down. Oh, this motherfucker didn't kill my parents. Oh, okay. You got to die. Mm-hmm. Then who had his back? Was it his friend? Was it his Avengers partner? Was it his ace? Oh, they was real cool? No. Oh, he was brainwashed. Yeah, but bitch, you ain't tell me that he was brainwashed. You didn't tell me what was going on. So then the fight is between me and him, and you gonna go ahead and get your blockhead, helmet head ass into it? No.
At first it was
Captain America.
At first it was just Iron Man and Bucky that was fighting, and suddenly here comes Captain America with the shield and everything. Suddenly it turned to Captain America and Iron Man's fight. So they're fighting. Bucky's over here in the corner. What's gonna happen next? And then he all got the shield. Iron Man got the shield back and everything. Like, mom's still mad at Captain America.
Nobody got time for that damn turncoat ass Benjamin Button. Not Benjamin Button. Benjamin Franklin ass fucking Captain America. Nobody give a fuck. And then he gonna try to come when they found him in the ship, or when Captain Marvel brought the ship back and Iron Man was cool, and Iron Man was going off on them. Like, he needed to go off on him.
Yeah, Tony went off on his ass quick.
He needed to go off on him. It's just like, get him there.
Captain America was like, Tony, I needed you. Past tense. You won't there, motherfucker.
Sure won't.
Talk about what you need. I'll tell you what I did need.
Won't you need Bucky?
He said, is it the Avengers or is it the pre-Avengers? Because last time I saw it was the Avengers.
Yeah, so no. So I just, I don't. Hey, stop. I mean, I tried to fool with Captain America, but I mean, I don't deal well with this loyal motherfucker. He was disloyal.
But
I mean, Verse had a good point when he was like that you could look at it that he was loyal to his boy. But I'm just like, okay, but you in the middle. That's just like you have two best friends. It's the three of y'all. If y'all both my best friends, I'ma run damage control. This bitch ain't run no damn damage control. Then the hammer. Oh, he's worthy. Worthy of what? Being this loyal ass motherfucker. That's what he's worthy of.
But back to the
asshole.
Back to the Captain America picking up the hammer. Rewind when Age of Ultron, when they're all celebrating. they're all celebrating and everything. I forgot what they were celebrating, but they're celebrating.
They were celebrating beating somebody. They were at the beginning of the movie. They were fighting somebody.
Oh yeah, when
okay, that's not important. Keep going.
But I forgot what they were doing. But they were all having a celebration. Okay. Thor puts his hammer on like a table, and everybody's trying to pick it up. Of course, everybody's trying to pick it up. Iron Man gets his little glove Iron Man suit on, and he's trying to pick it up. Nope, didn't work. Here comes Captain America, pick it up, moves it a little bit. Thor's all like, oh gosh.
Yeah, he did look a little scared. He was like, what? And then when it didn't move, he was like, ha, it didn't move.
I told you could that.
Ha.
But then,
I'm worthy. You're not.
Fast forward, he ended up being worthy anyway. He was like, I knew it. He got
in the dirt.
Yeah, dude, he did. Yeah, Thanos did step on his ass when he said that. He was like, "I knew it." Shut up, fool. Anyways, and Cap was taking it to him with the hammer for a little bit, and then
he was like, "Thunder!"
And then Thanos was just like, "All right, enough of this shit."
Hey, mom, your boy.
Bitch, bam, bitch.
Hey, mom, your boy.
Yo,
he was kicking Thanos' butt because he was worthy.
Yeah, whatever.
So they battle it out. Everybody's in this battle now. I don't think there was anybody missing.
Right. So think of it when all of Thanos people come. Now you only got the little Avengers. You got a couple of them. It's Iron Man and it's Captain America, Thor. That's fighting at this point. And then you get Ant-Man. He come from under the rubble, and he got the Hulk.
I think they came after what you about to say.
I thought they came around the same time. No,
they
came after.
It was like right at the end. They were the last ones to come out.
But then you got Doctor Strange, the little sizzles, and now everybody coming. So now it's a fair fight. Because at first it was just like, damn, they're about to
because at first, because remember, Iron Man and Thor were down. Captain America was the only person up, and Thanos was bringing his whole army like, yo, about to fuck y'all up. And then out of nowhere,
they had the whole army, though. I was like, what they gonna do?
He hear
on your left.
He was like, I'm on your left, Cap. And he was like, what?
He was like, I know.
And you start to look around, like, and you start to see all of the little, what is it?
The sizzles.
The sizzles, sparky sizzle sparks.
We didn't know what that is. Portals?
It's a portal, yeah. It's like a
sparkly portals.
It's like a magic portal.
Yeah.
So then you see a whole bunch of little magic portals open up. Like people, y'all don't know what we talking about. They probably have a right name to them, but on Doctor Strange, when all of the people that know the magic, they do the little circles shit that you can walk through.
The person sparkles the sparks. Orange
the person that was because not Black Panther, Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange was like the third person to come out because Black Panther came out first. But like at first when Thanos' team came out, I'm like, what's the point of this? There's like only one Avenger.
That's what I thought too.
Now.
I was like, there's three people over here. Like
Thanos,
you got the
just
whole
use your
valley.
boomerang.
Yeah, he had the whole valley of the little monsters and stuff.
Had the little floaty things and everything.
Yeah, like I was like, damn, like y'all about to get killed.
It's only like
but then when he was like
when
you left and everybody started coming out, I was about to go down.
It's like all the other Avengers.
Just imagine like 100 little magical portals open up, and then a whole bunch of all of the superheroes just come through all of them, like everybody.
All of them came out. Nobody was missing. Nobody was left out.
Only person missing was Loki, I think.
Even Captain America woman had on the suit. I was like, yeah, right, like your man, bro.
I'm still wondering about
her name is Iron Man.
No, you said Captain America's woman.
I'm still.
It's okay.
I'm still wondering about Loki because I'm like, Loki's
alive now.
He's the god,
but he's alive in a different timeline.
How is Loki alive?
Because there's a rift in the timeline. Remember when they went to go get the Tesseract, and then Iron Man got the Tesseract, but then he started walking away, and Hulk like bust through the stairway, and then Loki picked up the Tesseract and disappeared. So he's alive not in the current time.
No, I mean like
Loki has a TV show that's going to be coming to that new Disney streaming service. So that story will probably be the way they'll make that work is that it's in a different timeline.
But like
it's not the timeline in the movies right now.
But like I was wondering because when Thanos like snapped his neck and everything, I'm wondering like,
I think Loki's dead.
Really? I
think Loki's dead.
I don't really know.
Well, I think everybody that died outside of the snap is dead.
Outside of the
except for Gamora, but technically the Gamora is dead. They just brought the Gamora from the past back.
Right. Yeah. Wait, did Gamora fade?
We don't know.
No. Well, yeah.
Because she was technically a part of the Thanos crew.
I don't believe she did.
True.
I don't believe she did, but she might have.
I have one more question. So do you know how when Thanos snapped his fingers, only half of the planet faded, okay? So does that mean half of Thanos' crew faded, or is all of his crew faded?
I think it's all depending on what you want when you snap.
Yeah, I think it's whatever you think asking for when you snap. I think that's what it is.
So I think I would think that all his crew would have snapped, but I would think that Gamora at this point in time, she wasn't part of that crew no more because she helped Nebula. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why she didn't. If she didn't fade, that would be why.
Yeah. Did everybody see when Quill saw his girl and
she beat his ass?
I was like,
he saw Gamora, down. He saw Gamora, but it wasn't the Gamora that he knew. It was like the Gamora from the past that hadn't met him yet.
Stay down.
Yeah, she beat his ass up too.
She was.
Or what about the time when it was girl power in that power?
Yeah. This was after Captain America or Captain Marvel shows up, fucks up Thor's mothership.
Thanos
fucks up Thanos' mothership, and she comes down to the ground to get the gauntlet from Spider-Man, so she could deliver it to the Ant-Man and the Wasp, so they could take the stones back in time and get them away from Thanos or whatever. So she shows up. She asks Peter for the Spider-Man for the gauntlet.
I don't know how you're gonna get through all of that. And she's not alone.
Like, she's not alone. She has help.
That's right, and then you got
every girl. So they at that point in time, all of the girls. Mantis was there. Rescue,
Pepper?
which is Pepper. She was there. Valkyrie was there.
Shiri.
Scarlet Witch, Shiri, Okoye.
All of them. And it was girl power going down, just like yeah.
But Dad was all like, "Why is Mantis here? What's he gonna do? Pull all of them to sleep? She gonna be over here, sleep.
It's all right. They was all handling their business, and I really felt proud and girl powery when that happened. So I appreciate that.
That was a great part.
There was this one person that didn't like it. One person.
Talking about Ray?
I said it wasn't necessary, but I mean, I thought it was necessary. Why not?
It was dope. It was dope. I enjoyed that part because it really caught me off guard. I was like, "Whoa, wait, wait a minute, wait, what is going on here?
Me and Mama are proud of ourselves.
What is going on?
Me and Mama are proud of ourselves, and then Dad's all turning around.
One of my favorite parts about the battle was when Scarlet Witch pulled up on Thanos.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Elle Boogie always be like, I miss the guy with the diamond on his forehead, Vision. And I was like, well, he did.
He'll come back.
But that's when she pulled up. It was like, you took everything from me. He was like, I don't even know who you is. And she was like, you're about to know, bitch.
About to know, bitch ass.
Bitches.
She was so close.
And she was whooping his ass.
Yeah, and she was whooping his ass so bad that like he had to call for the ship the ship to just shoot fucking bombs at the
But our troops just do it.
I was just describing it. I was just describing it.
Yeah, but he's so fucking selfish that he didn't give a shit that it's killing his own people. He was just like, okay.
Yeah, they was like, well, what about our people? What? Oh, there's a spider? Get it? What? All right, so.
Hold on. So they're gonna. I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. Okay, so they're gonna kill that. But so she was whooping his ass so bad that that he had to end up calling for the ship itself to do the rain of fire, which they did. And then there was just shooting bombs down and, stuff. And then all of a sudden, the bombs go up and they started looking up into the sky. And who was it? Captain Marvel in that hole. And so they was like, oh, no, we got to get her. And they was like boom, boom, boom. So they was trying to shoot her, and then she just came with all of her majestic powers and stuff, and she blew up the ship. So that's what we was talking about on that part. Can we finish, guys?
Yeah.
So then I'll be Spider-Woman. So that part happened, and then they was running with the gauntlet, and they was playing football basically. All that happened, and then who gets the gauntlet? Who isn't the gauntlet the little hand thing? Then who got the gauntlet? Thor, not Thor. Thanos. Thanos gets the gauntlet.
Yep, he gets the gauntlet. He puts it on. He goes to snap, but Captain Marvel was there. Start taking it to his ass
again.
Yep, she was whooping his ass too, and it was funny because like she was holding his hand open so that he couldn't do the snap, and he tried to headbutt her while she was doing it, but it didn't
she really just looked at him like,
she was like,
bro,
that shit did not faze me at all. And then Thanos, the great warrior he is, smart and tactical, he pulled the Power Stone out of the gauntlet and then used it raw to get her off him, put it back, and then tried to do the snap again. But that's when Iron Man.
I don't understand that part. So he takes the stone out and holds it in his other hand, and then what? Uses it. But how do you do that? You don't need a gauntlet for that, or
no? It's kind of like remember on Guardians of the Galaxy when Quill had the stone in his hand,
and how they touched it a little,
you know,
kind of burning a little bit.
Oh, okay. So he used it against her, and he put it back, and he was trying to do the little snappy snap again.
Yep. And then Iron Man runs up on him, grabs at his hand, and then why? Hold on,
because remember how Doctor Strange told he pointed like he didn't like.
Yeah, there was
well before Iron Man had asked Doctor Strange,
Is this it? Because like this is the final fight, and he's like, if I tell you, then it's not gonna happen. And when the ship bomb thing comes down, suddenly there's like a little wave. We're all like, what's Doctor Strange doing? And they were like, oh, he's watching just in case. Like, don't do that. Don't hit that. No.
Yeah, which I always be thinking that Doctor Strange could use his magic and just could have had them motherfuckers falling for eternity.
And there was like more of magic people, so they could have been like,
open up the earth under it and just let everybody fall. But yeah, so then when they was fighting and Iron Man come and he look at Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange look at him and he was like, this is it, basically. And so they fighting, and then Iron Man grabs at the gauntlet, and Thor, his punk ass, thought he was there. He was like, yeah, I'm about to snap on all y'all bitches.
He was like, I am inevitable.
Bloop.
Yeah, he was like, he looked everywhere. He was like, what the heck?
He had a little dumb face.
Yeah, he looks at the gauntlet. No stones.
And
then you see Iron Man all holding up the things, all dragging up to his
all of the powers dragging up.
Like, I am.
I don't think he stuttered. He didn't stutter. He was like, I am, and then there was a pause.
A huge pause.
And then he was like, Iron Man. He had a little second where he could have been like, bitch. Like, I just thought that would have been
Mom
so
says that
dope.
every time.
Because it would have made it better. But anyway, so he was like, I am Iron Man. He snapped. But it was too powerful for Iron Man.
So
even though Thanos, I keep calling him Thor. Thanos' people was turning all into the ash, and Rocket almost got ate up by little alien dudes, and everything started to, which I really thought, and I agree with Verse, that, you know, Thanos' death should have been way more than what it was. He shouldn't have just been able to sit down and contemplate the fact that he about to turn into damn ash. Like, he should have been getting his face cracked. I
think I get where they were going with it. Like, oh, he got exactly what he did to everybody else. But I still was just like, I don't know. I don't know. I like the head getting cut off better.
Exactly, and then it turns into ash.
They were all like.
If you ask me, I would have been beating his ass while he was fading.
Yeah, because like everybody's over here fading. They're all like, but he's fade. There's ashes on the ground.
Stepping on the ash.
Stomping the ashes.
Everybody's looking at him like, he's
spitting on the ash.
Burn the ashes. All of that shit.
He deserved it all.
He said, take the ashes and take it home and start beating it up.
After everybody fades away,
take the ashes and put them in jail.
You got Iron Man just sitting there dying.
Yeah, that was
Wounds
sad.
fatal, turning gray.
So sad.
And as he's dying, I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, this is sad. You know, I'm feeling sad. I can't say I'm not. I'm feeling sad. I feel like I could, you know, be upset. And I look over, and BruhItzMeh is balling out of control.
Yes, she was
balling out of control, like just inconsolable. She wasn't like, but tears was definitely flowing. And I couldn't see Verse, so I didn't know if he was upset.
Dad had like 3 tears, and he wiped them and was done. I'm over here. My whole shirt's wet.
It was hella sad because when Iron Man first saw Spider-Man, he hugged him, and then, you know, you got your girl in battle with them. But he, you know, even though she's just like, man, this is the shit that I was talking about. This is why I didn't want, you know, you do this all the whole time. It was good that she was just like, you know, you saved everybody. Yeah. You saved everybody's life. And with her wearing the Iron Man, it's like, I can see why you do this shit. So she was like, you know, you gotta.
It was dope because I think in that moment she reached her character arc. In that moment, I think she reached her character arc. Like, she reached the understanding that she couldn't stop him from trying to be everybody's hero.
Right. And in the end, he was everybody.
She was like, you can rest in peace now. You can finally be calm now.
Robert Downey Jr. did his motherfucking thing, I will say.
Yeah.
And also, his contract was over.
I ain't go front. Yes, I did cry when Iron Man died. And I'm a grown ass man. I was crying at a goddamn superhero movie. That's because this shit's been going on for 10 years. And for 10 years, I've been watching this shit.
Right. And ain't nobody,
I'm invested. And Iron Man was my guy from day one.
He was. Because I did not like Iron Man. I thought he was a complete asshole.
Me too. I thought he was so mean.
You thought he was an asshole? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I said that he was so mean.
I didn't like him at first. He was mean. He was a little rich, he was all pushing people away. He Iron Man 3? Yeah, I think it was Iron Man 3 where he pushed this guy away and he came back for revenge. Bro. Karma. But then I did start to look at things differently as his character grew, and I did become a fan of Iron Man because I wasn't at first. But Robert Downey, he did his thing. So, I mean, that's why I wasn't like, versus a grown-ass man, he cried. No, I mean, this is 10 years of people being invested in the movie. But when Verse was like, did you cry? No. I didn't. I thought it was very, very sad. I did.
And
but
she was also looking at me and Dad, so she wasn't had time.
And as soon as I was getting sad, and I was like, oh man, this shit is sad. BruhItzMeh was just too far gone. So I was like, okay, well, she is. But it was sad. It was definitely sad. You think about Iron Man, you think about his woman, you think about the child that they didn't have.
Oh yeah, Iron Man. We never even mentioned Morgan.
3000.
I love you 3000. I didn't say it was a competition, but she loves me 3000.
Right. So it was definitely sad. And then you got Captain America who go put the stones back, and he come back old as shit. You know, and he give his little shield thing to Falcon. So, you know, I mean, all in all, the movie was fantastic. Your boy had to watch the movie. So he drug us out at 12:30 in the morning to go and watch the movie.
Dad's all hyper and everything. He was sleeping all day.
He slept all day in participation and anticipation for this movie. But, you know, I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be good because it's Marvel. And Marvel never disappoints.
Always surprises.
So I knew even with Captain Marvel, I didn't know what to expect. So I was just like, okay, well, I don't even know who this person is. But the movie did not disappoint. So I knew it wasn't going to be disappointing. I just didn't know it was going to be that good. It was very good. And even, you know, me or El Boogie did not fall asleep. We were watching the whole thing.
Everybody stayed awake during the whole movie.
So it was definitely a fantastic movie. I appreciated it.
It was great. We love Falcon. Y'all love Falcon, but we think it would be like more understanding if Captain America gave the shield to Bucky.
It would just make more sense, seeing as I was boy sitting there and fighting goddamn Iron Man for him. I would have thought that he would have gave it to him.
With his nothing arm. All the thing is strong.
It's strong.
It's strong.
So, you know,
that was pretty dope.
Like,
it was just an excellent movie through and all. It was an excellent movie. Good job, Marvel.
Good job, Marvel.
So that is that. That is our Avengers Endgame review. Great movie. Definitely in my top 5 all time. I can't wait to just... One day I can't wait to watch like Infinity War and that back to back.
Once Endgame comes on Netflix, it is like
5 hours of great
Endgame
movie.
might not never touch Netflix. For the record.
Wow. It might.
Prime?
Disney about to drop that streaming service, man. They ain't giving all these people these rights. It might though. It might.
Who knows? It might. But it is definitely a good movie.
Yeah. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. If you still listen to the podcast, we basically told you everything about it, but I guarantee you'll still enjoy it way better than us explaining it to you.
We skipped a little bit of stuff.
We skipped a lot of bit of stuff.
Yeah, because seeing as though it was 3 hours of movie.
It was 3 hours long, and we tried to skim through it in 1 hour.
One by one and everything.
Yep. I would say since this is just kind of a review episode, do we need to leave with love? Or should we leave with the thing we love the most about the movie?
Yes, we'll do that.
I would say the thing that... I would say the thing that I loved the most about the movie was Thor's character. I really enjoyed Thor's character. Thor's character is such a great character since Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
Like since Ragnarok, he's the comedic.
Yeah.
You know, so I really enjoyed, or I really love Thor's character in the movie.
Okay, go ahead.
I love Iron Man. The Iron Man thing. I don't like that he died and everything, but like he did so much effort in this movie. How he was all like, I'm not gonna go back there because I have like a child now. But he wouldn't go back there for Peter and everything. But he did his part and everything. He wasn't just like
time travel.
Huh?
For time travel.
Yeah, for time travel, and he was there with the time travel. He got the stones. He knew where to get the stones. He was with everybody. Like he had no doubt, and then he died with a good note on his hand. He's the one that defeated Thanos, technically, and like
you love the fact that he made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yes, he was the one that sacrificed everything, and he died with a good note. So
that on a good note, right? You're absolutely right.
Contract on a good note.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback off that. I love the sacrifice in the movie itself. A lot of people sacrificed a lot. You got the girl that's always with the dude that shoot the arrows.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. How they had to go get the Soul Stone, and she basically had to give. She wanted to give her. So they kind of fought over. Who was going to give their soul for the other, but it just made sense that Black Widow would do it. I mean, like, this is her family. She didn't really have family, and she wanted to give up herself, which made the ultimate sacrifice as well. You give up yourself for somebody else, and that's what she was basically doing. She was giving up herself so that everybody else could come back. So I love that. And Iron Man, he gave up himself, his family, his daughter that he just had, for everybody else to be there. Like, so there was a lot of sacrifice that was going on in the movie, and it wasn't selfish, and it was everybody just giving up because they saw the greater good. Everybody needed their families, everybody needed everybody to be there, and it's like, it's bigger than me. It's about us. It's not about me. You do your part, and sometimes you doing your part, you end up losing for everybody else to be good. So I really love that sacrifice that multiple people did for the greater good. So I appreciated that. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, BruhItzMeh, aka Aaliyah, for stopping by with us.
Once again.
Yeah. Shout out to Ricky T and Lady Tay 80 from the last podcast. We didn't shout them out from the beginning, but
for the collab.
What's in Your Cup part episode 2, or not episode 2, What's in Your Cup part 2 is up there. Go check it out. Go stream it. We didn't shout out at the beginning. Shout out to all of our listeners, foreign and domestic. We are above 200 views. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So thank you guys for tuning in with us and rocking with us. Me and Z are so humbled by it.
So humble, so grateful. We appreciate each and every one of you who tune into us and listen to us, all of our crazies. We will be coming back with another episode very, very soon to get us back on our stories and things like that.
Yeah, we'll probably have another episode coming at you guys in a few days.
Yes, it's going to be very soon. And so we can just get back to, you know, our relationships and things like that. Just some of our stories, but we definitely, you know, enjoy bringing BruhItzMeh and doing little things like that. But we'll be back to our regular schedule.
Yep. Okay. Right. Well, I is VA-verse. Across from me, as usual, is the lovely, incomparable, beautiful, talented, amazing, sexy Z. My wife Z. And
you're listening to For Better or Worse. Thank you guys for coming over.
Bye, guys.
Peace and love.
Oh, goodness.
And love.
Harmony.
Peace and love. You're now listening to the sultry sounds of Trilogy Productions.